baby. Live from New York, it's Quarantine Night Live! With your host, The Rave. Musical guest, The Rave. And of course, lucky guests, you guys. Welcome to Quarantine Night Live. How are you guys doing? I'm your boy, your host, your friendly neighborhood rave. How's it going? How are you feeling? What's happening? What's new? What's good? To all our friends in Instagram land, you're probably getting a really, really shitty connection. That's why y'all gotta go on the YouTubes. But to everybody on the YouTubes, what's good? How's it happening? How's it hanging? Let's see. We already got Steph in the house, Ches in the house, John. There we go. All right, party's happening. The party's officially on. By the way, wanna brag real quick about this sick ass chain. That chain is off the chain. Let's just be real. That's fire. So, what's good? What's happening? We got a lot to do today. We got a lot to do. I have my looper station. You can't see it because it's out of the frame, but I have a looping station that we can create beats on. So that's going to be a lot of fun. That's all ready and good to go. Ooh, crap. That's all good and ready to go. The only thing I need is some songs. So we're going to do our first loop. As a matter of fact, actually, let me see. Hello to everybody. Hey, Tiff. How are you doing? Tracy, hi. Let's see. Actually, I think I might have something saved already. Let me just make sure. No, I got nothing saved here. Oh, wait, I do have some presets here. I don't know if you guys are in the mood for some blues. Ooh. Some bluesy action. How's it sound? Oh, you get the idea. That's the blues. Slow. I wanna wake things up and shake things up, you know what I'm saying? There's another preset here, I'm sure. There we go. Oh, this should be the oh man. This is the new yeah, Quarantine Night Live theme song. This is it. And your host, The Rave. Musical girls, The Rave. This is the theme song. Oh man, this is tasty. Ah. This guitar's finicky. Nah. That was fun while it lasted. By the way, this is the first guitar I ever owned. This is the guitar I learned everything on. This is the guitar I started off on it. I didn't play the most shows on it, but it's definitely got a lot of it's got a soft spot in my heart. And the thing about it is, it sounds great in certain positions, but the volume knob is very finicky. If you get it like, hold on, like this is it at like 8, but if I put it at 10, look what happens. It starts dying off, and then sometimes, like depending on how you move this, which is the selector between these different, I guess you could call them microphones if you want. Right now it's working great, but sometimes it'll just die. Why aren't you dying? It sounds great now. That's so great. Wow. When we're alone, sometimes it just dies. Come on, just show them once. What the fuck? Wow. It's working great right now. But there are times when it'll just not work. Anyway. That was the oh man, okay, I've decided that is going to be from this point forward, that is the Quarantine Night Live theme song. I'm gonna go and live from New York, it's Quarantine Night Live! With your host, The Rave! Musical guest, The Rave! Messy. No, I don't know. What do they say after that? Ladies and gentlemen, The Rave! And then I'll go, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. No, thank you, please. No, thank you. Thank you, yes, thank you. Thanks. It's an honor to be here. Quarantine Night Live, it's been my dream since forever. Thanks, Lauren, and all the producers of the show for the high quality stuff. Hi, Day. Hi, Tracy. Lidlu, what's going on? Ches, of course. Tracy is loving the blues, the funky blues. A Fender Strat, it's behaving now as it has company. You know it. What was I going to say? We got a lot to discuss. We've got so much happening. We have some live loops that I'm going to have. Well, again, reminder, I have a looping pedal here that I want to build some loops with. So if you have any requests, and I'm going to go through the comments and check very soon, but if you have any requests for any kind of song you want me to build from the ground up, I mean, I'm going to literally build the drums, the bass, the guitar, and then maybe even sing over it. So if you have any songs you want to hear, let me hear them. Type it in the comments, and I'm going to go through them and always happens. I always burp when I'm live streaming. It's the worst. But if you have any songs you want to hear looped live, let me know in the comments, and we'll get to that. I also want to show you a really, really cool... I'm going to basically introduce you guys to the world of guitar modification. Not for this guitar, but for an acoustic guitar I have on the side over there. This guy right here. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, you probably can. we are going to fix him up. We're going to do something to him that's going to be really cool that I'm really excited about. What about some bossa nova? We could do some bossa nova. Okay, that's a good suggestion. I want to do one live loop real quick though, because it was a request. Wait, let me see if I can remember it. Okay, so it's not quite bossa nova. Can I make a loop out of this? Okay, let's do it. So I'm gonna do a live loop right now, in the flash. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, so here's today's first live loop. Okay, we're gonna build a song from scratch. You definitely have heard this one. I'm gonna let you guess what it is as I build it. So I'm gonna start with maybe the drums, and then bass, and then probably guitar on top of it. All right, so here we go. How'd the drums go? Let's make it a little bit more muted. So this is what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to start with the kick drum, and then we're gonna add the snare drum, maybe some hi-hats, then bass, then guitar. All right, that's what we're gonna do. Hear that? DK, what's up? We're building a track right now. Alright, so we got the kick drum. Now we're going to do the snare. Too loud. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready. How's that sound? Too hard on the last one. I'm going to try it again. Let's delete that part. And yes, John, I did prepare. Hi, Anna. Caro's in the house. I'm building a track. You guys have to guess what it is. If whoever guesses what it is going to get a shout out on the IG. If you could guess what it is before I get into the guitar part, which will kind of give it away, I will be very impressed. All right, here we go. I'm going to try this snare again. Okay. You're beautiful. There we go. Building it up. Okay, so let's just do now the hi-hats. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Now it's the bass guitar. How'd it go? There we go. Okay, so we're gonna do something interesting here. Hopefully I'll get this right. No guesses? So before I play this, I want to say that this song was a request. And it was a request from Sin-Chan. Ches got it! It's a request from Sin-chan for his girlfriend. I wrote it down because I'm terrible with names. Shayanaba. Sin-chan? I'm sorry, Shayanaba. This is from Sin-chan. He loves you very much. So here we go. Let me see if I could do this. There you go. There you go. You guys already know what this is. Far-fetched idea to assume that you can get as emotionally invested on a false memory, especially when it's something where you, like a movie or unlike a movie, you are the main character. So it's directly affecting your life. So I think it's very are hiding in Argentina, but that's another talk for another day. What's another song we should loop, guys? What's another good song we could loop? Oh, I know we could loop. What was the song I was singing? Okay. I'm gonna loop another song, and then we'll get to it. Wait, we got Laurie in the house. I like this type of therapy. Most of the things with struggle, our entire lives, is the origin of our trauma. I agree that most trauma does start in childhood, for sure. Most of our traumas, personality traits, it gets formed during childhood, 100%. It's just dangerous to dig that deep, I think. I don't know. That's just me. Yeah. Anyway, let's do another live loop. I'm going to do another song, and you guys have to guess what it is. All right? Hold on. Let me just write down, because Ches got this last one. He guessed it, so he gets a shout out. You got the first one, Ches, so let's see who could get this next one. Let me do the drums first. Actually, I might just do the drums. Wait, how does this song go? I think I'm just gonna do the drums. I'm not even gonna bother with the bass. Yep. Okay. Oh, that's the last one. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. What the hell? See, that's what I'm talking about. The guitar's finicky. Anyway, here we go. Oh, I'm just trying to remember how the drum beat for this song goes before I play it. Okay. Okay, here we go. Building it. Any guesses? I don't sing this low usually. Strange what desire makes foolish people do. Tracy got it. dream that I lose somebody like you. But I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you. Let's see if I can get a better sound. What a wicked thing to say. Make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do. Make me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say. You never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do. Make me dream of you and I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you. What's the next lyric? I don't know. With you. And then it goes, nobody loves any. Takes a while to remember sometimes. That was, of course, as Tracy guessed correctly, Chris Isaac, Wicked Games. Yeah, I'm going to write that down, Tracy, so I don't forget that it was you. That was great. That was great, guys. That was wonderful times. Wonderful times. Do you guys want one more loop? I mean, we got a lot. We got a whole day of loops, really. Okay, what's up with everybody? Kin Rowan Dule. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. It's 8:43 a.m. here in the Philippines. Hello to the Philippines. Live from New York. It's Quarantine Night Live. I'm watching you. Damn, what a good day. I am so glad you're starting your day with us. Thank you for joining. By the way, guys, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the YouTube channel. The button should be like somewhere. Hold on. There. Hold on. Where is it? Actually, where is the subscribe button? I don't even know. Anyway, it should be somewhere there. But hello to the Philippines and hello to everybody else who's watching, wherever you may be. Okay, so how about we just get started with the guitar mod? All right, let's do that right now. Let's do that right now, because I think this is something that's pretty incredible. Okay, so check it out. Recently, I received, I don't even know where, I feel like I should set this up the right way. Let's see. So I have a few acoustic guitars, and I use them for different purposes. I have acoustic guitars that I record with, and I have acoustic guitars that I perform with. Particularly with the performance guitars, they lack a bit of something. They lack a bit of, I don't know what the word is. There's something just missing in their sound. And in doing research, I found that a lot of times, I found in doing some research that there are some upgrades you can do or modifications you can do to your guitar to make it sort of come to life. Now, I recently looked up, one of the things I looked up was, or rather, one of the things I did research on were one of the things I did research about was bridge pins for the acoustic guitar. Now, for those of you who don't know, bridge pins, this is going to be Guitar 101 for those who don't know much about guitar. But bridge pins are these guys right here. So, if you can see what that is, there's a pin going down into each saddle of the guitar. And it's essentially where you put in the guitar's string. So whenever you change the strings of a guitar, you put the string in through here, and you wind it around, and you got your guitar on there. You put a bridge pin in here to basically hold down the string so that it doesn't pop out of place. I'm looking right now. This one has a bit of a rust. Oh wait, is that rust? Let's see. A bit of dirt or rust. No, it's a bit of dirt. Anyway, these usually acoustic guitars. Excuse me, I'm a bit of a neat freak. So a lot of times acoustic guitars come with plastic pins, plastic bridge pins, and the argument here is that bridge pins that are either brass or titanium unmuffle the sound of the guitar. I was curious about this myself. I thought, let me put this to the test and see whether or not this is true. So what I did was I reached out to the fine folks at FU Tone. Now, FU Tone is a company that's very, very popular amongst the guitar community. They're known for doing all kinds of they're known for doing all kinds of custom guitar modifications, from bridge plates to trem blocks to tremolo blocks for electric guitar. Long story short, I've seen many guitarists sort of rave, and actually I should put it this way. I've seen guitarists that I respect who play acoustic guitar. I've seen them rave on and on about brass acoustic bridge pins and how it literally changed the face of their tone. It changed the sound of their guitar. And I was like, that's interesting. Let me try this out. So I contacted again. They name dropped FU Tone. So I contacted FU Tone. And I spoke with the guy there. And they sent me over acoustic bridge pins. And I was like, let me put them into this guitar. This is my main guitar for acoustic performances that I play with. So what I did was I took out the... I did a recording, actually. I did a recording where I tested out what it sounded like with the plastic acoustic bridge pins, just to, compare it later on. And I did a crude recording on my phone. I just wanted to hear, some kind of difference. At this point, I was expecting there to be maybe like a 5-10% difference in the sound. Had plastic bridge pins, played it, recorded it. God damn it! Why am I burping? I keep burping. Every time I do a live stream, I keep burping. I'm so sorry. This is very unprofessional. I apologize. This is a terrible... Anyway. So, what was I saying? So, I had plastic bridge pins in the acoustic guitar. Recorded the performance with my cell phone to compare. And then I heard the sound. I'm like, it sounds normal. Then I took the bridge pins off. Obviously, I had to take the strings off as well. And then I put in the new bridge pins, which are these. Brass bridge pins with the strings. Same strings to compare it at. Nothing is different on the guitar except there are now brass bridge pins. And then as I was stringing it up, I wasn't even playing a song. I was just making a sound and tuning up the guitar to get the strings back. Already, I was like, whoa. Because I was just going, when you have to tune your guitar, you have to make sure you get there and you're looking at your tuner. Just doing that, the guitar was resonating more, and it blew me away. I wish I had a camera on me then, so that you can see my reaction. I was just blown away. It was just from playing that one sound. Let me rephrase that. Just from tuning my guitar, I immediately heard a difference in clarity. And the best way I could describe it is, it went from sounding like this, the guitar went from sounding like this with the plastic bridge pins to sounding like this with the brass bridge pins. It was a huge difference, and I can't explain, but I emailed the guy back at FU Tone, and I told him, my dude, holy, you know what? You've made my guitar resonate like a guitar way above its price range. It's resonating, like I feel the top of the guitar resonate so much more. Like, it didn't sound like that. It didn't sound like that before I installed the brass bridge pins. And he's like, well, I mean, that's what it's, about to do. That's what it's all about. He goes, that's what it's all about. I'm like, yeah, clearly. And so what I thought would be cool is to install brass bridge pins from FU Tone into another acoustic guitar that has plastic bridge pins, and you guys can hear the immediate difference. And I'm going to take this video later on, and I'm going to do it side by side so that there's a lot less time between the initial setup of the acoustic guitar, where that's gone, so that you could hear literally the guitar sounding, how it sounds with the acoustic bridge pins, and then like a second later how it sounds with the brass bridge pins. It's a night and day difference. So this baby sounds incredible now, but this baby, hold on a sec, is today's victim, or not victim, but the next guitar. As you can see, I have a thing for mahogany guitars. So the thing about this guitar that I really, really love is that it's very loud. It's naturally, it's just naturally boomy, a lot more louder than that guitar. But the moment I put brass pins in that guitar, the volume was, how do I put it? The volume didn't get louder as much as it just got clearer. It just put my guitar in HD. So I am very excited. Let me make sure I'm in tune. So I'm just very excited to see what change, if any, brass pins are going to do to this guitar. As you can see, this is a Taylor GS Mini. It's called the Taylor, let me see all that. This is a Taylor GS Mini guitar. And I love this guitar so much. This is I used to do guitar lessons back in the day. And this is the guitar I'd go to for all my guitar lessons. I just love it so much. And it's easy to travel with. I'm sorry. It's easy to travel with. It's got its own carrying case. It's a fantastic guitar. It sounds great. And you could actually hear this gotta do it with the skulls. You could actually hear this guitar on Cracks in the Mirror. And what other song is this on? This is also on Wicked for Days. Yeah. This guitar, if you listen to the last chorus of Wicked for Days, there was this guitar in the background, and same for Cracks in the Mirror at the end, where there's like all these guitars happening at once. It's this guitar. This guitar is a fantastic guitar for recording because it's just got so much power. Like, look. I'll show you how resonant it is by itself. Oh. Do you hear that? Do you hear that resonance? Like, that's a big deal. That's, by the way, that's how I that's how I check and test out all of the guitars before I buy them. I just take my head and I go, yeah, alrighty then. I'll buy it. So yeah, let me tune this up real quick, and what I'm going to show you guys is the sound that this guitar is going to have when we take out these plastic bridge pins. I think they're plastic. They're great, by the way. They sound good. But I want to see what's going to happen once we put in the brass bridge pins, because I have another pair of brass bridge pins from FU Tone that I'm going to put into this guitar. I'm curious to see what's going to happen. If I had to make a guess, I would say that the bass response on this guitar, which is pretty significant right now, I think the bass is going to be kind of like held where it is, whereas the mids on this guitar are going to go up a lot more. And maybe even some higher frequencies are going to be heard and cut through a lot more. The same way it did for my other acoustic guitar. So that's what I'm going to see right now. I was thinking like it actually makes no point in tuning my guitar if I'm going to take these strings off. But actually, it might make sense, because if we're going to do a comparison, I should play the same thing on this so that you can hear the difference. Let me just make sure I'm not missing any of the comments. Laurie says, my burping is entertaining. Yeah, thank God it's entertaining for somebody. Well, I have a Spanish guitar, and I'm waiting to buy one like yours. Spanish guitars are really cool. Spanish guitars are nylon string, and they're awesome. They do have a certain sound. I love them. I love them. I love them so much. This almost sounded like My Sacrifice by Creed. What did I play something that sounded like that? Oh, were you talking about when I said like that? That was like the end of Wicked for Days. That's a great method. Okay, now we have a new meme. A new meme? I guess we're going to find out what this new meme is via screenshot on our Discord. So I look forward to that. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tune up this guitar right now. I'm going to play maybe some passages of like If Only You Knew. And and then we can compare the sound. I'm going to just play If Only You Knew and maybe Wicked for Days. We're going to play those two songs with bridge pin and then with brass pins, and you'll hear what it sounds like. So let me tune this up real quick. By the way, again, like when I was tuning up the guitar after I put in the brass pins for that guitar, immediate difference. You'll hear, I think, I hope. Okay. All right. So we have what are these called? We have I believe they're plastic. Don't quote me on this. I'm not sure, but these are the bridge pins. Yeah. These are the bridge pins that come already inside or included with the Taylor GS Mini, which is what this guitar is. So let's see what it sounds like when we play Wicked for Days and If Only You Knew on it. For the audio files out there, I am running the sound through a Zoom H4n, so it's pretty clear and crisp, and that's the same audio quality you're going to be hearing no matter what. So here we go. All right. Wicked for Days, right? Now let's play a little bit of, I'm sorry, that was If Only You Knew. If Only You Knew. Now let's play a little bit of Wicked for Days. Wicked for Days. So, sounds pretty good, right? It sounds like a good guitar. Let's see, boys and girls, what it's going to sound like after we replace these bridge pins with brass bridge pins. And don't worry, I'm going to, again, compile this video into a very quick comparison before and after for your viewing pleasure later on. What I'm going to do now is show you guys how to, thank you, Ches, I'm glad you liked it, how to change bridge pins. So if you guys have an acoustic guitar, now's your day to learn. So you can, this is actually the same way you can change strings, same thing. Let's say all these strings are broken and they need to be taken off. The first thing you're going to want to do, I like this tool. This tool is really cool because it's essentially a string changer. I believe it's from, Jim Dunlop is the creator of this. Basically what it is you can sit here like a rookie and detune your guitar and it'll take you forever, or you can do what the pros do and it's already untuned. I mean, come on, that's awesome. So we basically take this, untune that, super fast. Make it loose, next string. I've actually seen some guitar techs use one of these like on a power saw. It's like basically they have like something like this as a drill bit, and it goes bzzz, and it goes super fast. In like 1 second, everything is detuned, and you can just pop the string off. But anyway, we'll get to that. Slow and steady. Now we're going to do the E string. Oops. Okay. B string. Very I don't know if you can tell, I'm very excited. And then G string. Okay. So, all the strings, as you can see, are already detuned and ready to be taken off. Now we're going to pop these bridge pins out and put in the brass bridge pins. And over here... Oh! Okay. Over here I have my shipment of the brass bridge pins, and I'm going to open them up with my trusty scorpionic knife. Yes. I got this... Actually, I got this back in Comic-Con. Back when Comic-Con was about the comic books and not people just going there for the gram. This is a perfect screenshot for the next meme, and I'm just going to stay in this position for anybody that may or may not want to screenshot this to extort a lot of money from me somewhere down the line in the future. So, holding it for 5 more seconds for anybody who wants to screenshot this. Okay, that's it for that. I don't know why I do half the shit I do sometimes. I hope it's funny for you. We can tell you're excited, and by the way, it's super cute. Oh, well, I'm glad. Anyway, thank you. Thank you, Steph. So now what we're going to do is we're going to open up the brass bridge pins, and let's go. Hold on 1 second. Okay. All right, let's, let me just do one more thing here. There we go. Okay. All right, we're going to open up the package right now. Very careful. This is a very sharp blade. And I do not want, last thing I want, is to bring any damage to my fingers. Ah! Okay. Aww, it's my first time opening this. But look what they wrote. I don't know if you could see this, but can you see that? Isn't that sweet? How adorable are they? You're welcome. The lovely folks at FU Tone are so kind and lovely, and they made an incredible product. And you're about to hear it. You know what? I should be endorsed by them. I should be endorsed by FU Tone. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Here it is. This is what they look like, boys and girls. Right there. That's what we call acoustic bridge pins that are made of brass. I don't know if you can see that. Let's get them out of this little cocaine-like baggie. As you can see, we have some stickers. FU Tone, FU Tone. These are definitely going to go on my git case for my pedal board. fu-tone.com. Check them out. Again, they make incredible products to modify and upgrade your guitar. And we're going to be checking out the brass pins. Mimos Meninas. What does that mean? Tracy says, big ups to Mel Brooks. Be no beast, whoever you are. May you live long and prosper. That's sweet. It is sweet, yes. Tracy says she has acoustic bridge pins on her guitar. Every guitar has bridge pins. Some have bone bridge pins. Those sound great, I'm not going to lie, but some ethics involved in there. We're going to use brass and see how that's going to sound. So let's get these bad boys out, and then we're going to switch them out. Okay. So here they are. Let me see if I can get a better... I don't know if you could see this. But that is what they look like. That is what acoustic brass pins essentially are. Look like that. Very nice. Look gold, but it's kind of brassy. Duh. Alright, so here we have our guitar that we're going to do the switch on. I just pulled the switch. Click, click. Whatever. Alright. So, how are we going to do this? We're going to take the same tool that I showed you that we used to unwind the strings. The cool thing about this, and Jim Dunlop is brilliant. The company is fantastic. They make great products too. They made this little loopy swoopy thing. Can you see that? Now this loopy swoopy thing is fantastic because it's made to take out bridge pins like so. You scoop it under there. It's kind of like you scoop, when you shovel snow. You shovel it, you lift it off, and then pop, there it goes. So we're gonna do this for all the strings. They look like bullet shell casings. They do. You're not wrong. So let's take out all of these. We're gonna leave the strings on because I'm not even gonna change the strings. I'm not gonna change the strings. We're only changing the brass. We're only changing the acoustic brass pins. Let me rephrase that. I'm not changing the strings. We're just changing. Tongue twister. I'm not changing the strings. We are just changing the acoustic brass. Fuck. They're not brass pins. Acoustic bridge pins. Okay. We're not changing the strings. We are just changing the acoustic bridge pins. All right. Just so we could hear the exact difference in sound. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the plastic over there. I'm going to do it for the next string. Scoop, pull. There we go. That's the A string. Then we're going to do D string. Then we're going to do G string. Let's tune it a little bit more. Or detune it, rather. Okay. And then we pull it, loop, swoop, and pull. Oh, what the fuck? It just flew out somewhere over there. Hopefully we'll be able to find it. Let's do this one again. B string. There we go. And then we've got the E string. Last but not least, E string. There we go. So, all of the plastic, I assume they're plastic, they feel like plastic. All of the plastic acoustic bridge pins are out of the guitar, and they're going to be replaced with brass. Let's see how it's going to sound. So the way we're going to start this is, we're going to start with the E string. I have a bit of a cluster of strings here. Okay. E string. Put it up here. Line it up. Put it in. Bridge pin number 1. Going in. It's a very simple modification. You know what? While I'm here, I kind of want to clean this because there's like some dust here. But I don't have a rag on me. Do I? No. No. This would actually be the perfect time to do like a full fretboard cleaning and all that stuff. But I'm probably going to do a setup next week anyway. So we'll do it then. Anyway, we're just going to focus on just changing the bridge pins. What does it say? Is that the same Dunlop company that makes tires? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think they just make guitar products. What else we got? Yeah, they do look like those bullet casings you find in Ypres. Ypres? What's Ypres? From World War I. Easier than changing classical guitar strings. Classical guitar strings require a lot of winding and changing, so I totally hear you on that. Are you a fan of Kiss? Are you a fan of Death? Lourdes is laughing. Okay. Let's do this. So E string, brass pin, in you go. Then you just pull it in. And that's it. Alright, so it's pretty much set. So now we're going to do the same thing for the A string. A lot of strings here. A lot of string on string action. Next brass pin. It's very, in comparison to a lot of other guitar modifications, changing brass pins is fairly easy. It's literally just this. This is all you got to do. Oh! I'm an idiot. I put in the E string where the A string's supposed to be, and the A string where the E string's supposed to be. Like I said, thankfully, it's a very easy modification. Otherwise, I would have handed it off to my guitar tech. But I can manage this. I swear, I promise. Alright. That's for the E string. In you go. This is for the A string. In you go. Put that in there. And the thing that's going to end up holding each string is, once you tune this up, it's going to create like this tension that's going to essentially work against these brass pins to hold the guitar in place. And the cool thing about what FU Tone says that that brass pins do for the guitar is that they don't muffle the sound. They don't change the sound quality of your guitar, because they claim that plastic guitar pins tend to muffle the sound of your guitar. And that's kind of what I heard when I was listening to the difference after I installed the brass pins in my guitar. So let's see, we got E string, perfect, A string, perfect. Now we're going to do the D string. So this is supposed to be, essentially this is like condomless sex for guitar. You're taking off the rubber and hearing the full sound, the good stuff. Sorry if that got a little gross for some. Ugh. Want to make sure we have everything lined up perfectly. And once it is, you put it in. There you go. Now we're going to do the last 3 strings, and then you'll hear the difference. And I'm hopeful that it's going to be fantastic sounding. Ugh. Okay. G string. Oh. G unit. Throwback. G string in. Brass pin for the G string. In you go. Okay. It's okay for it to be a little loose. It's totally fine. It's totally fine for it to be a little loose because we want to have the tension do most of the work. We don't want to jam anything in there quite yet. Then goes the B string. In you go. And last but not least, high E string. Put that in here. And there's the brass pin. And what the hell? Come on, buddy. I'm not your buddy, guy. It's always the last one. It's always the last one. Okay, there we go. Okay, so as you can see, we just finished putting in the brass bridge pins. Now what we're going to do is tune up the guitar and tune it up and see what the sound difference is. Last time I did this, again, was on that acoustic guitar, and I heard the difference immediately as I was tuning the guitar. It was resonating incredibly, so I'm kind of excited. This is, again, the guitar that I recorded, you know, Wicked for Days, Cracks in the Mirror, the acoustic guitar. That's this. So I'm curious to see what this is going to inspire. Let's see, Tony Yayo. Is he dead? He's not dead. R.I.P. Tony Yayo. No, he's not dead. I don't think he's dead. Let's see. I don't want to miss any comments. I love that they're flatheads too. Yeah. Beano Beast, he does madly. Tracy, you are funny. Look more secure too. One song that I really want you to sing is Iris by Goo Goo Dolls. Oh, we could do that. We could do that. We'll try that. Be careful tuning that high E string. Every guitarist's nightmare. Sung Ju, you are so correct. You are 100% correct about that. I once got, I don't know if you could see it. Well, I could zoom in on my face, but like I have this kind of little bit of a scar because a guitar string popped, the E string. I was tuning it, and it popped, and it went, whoosh, like it snapped in half, and the part the top part that snapped went like that to me, and I was like, oh my god, I almost lost my fucking eye. But yeah, was a near-death experience, but not near enough to get me to stop playing. All right, so let's start tuning this bad boy up. We got the tuner up and ready. Let's tune it up and see if there is any difference in sound. Here we go. Let's do with a pick. Where's my pick? Here we go. interesting. Let's get this so that you can hear it a little better. Right now we're just trying to get these strings in the vicinity of the right note, because then we're gonna have to stretch out the strings so that the tuning stays stable. So now these bridge pins are staying in place because of the tension from the strings pulling this way. They have to sort of be the "you shall not pass" version of bridge pins. Not in tune yet, so let's see. One of the things, here's a trick for everybody. Here's a trick for everybody who just replaced strings to help them keep the guitar in tune longer. The moment you get your guitar in tune, so let's say right now, like let's say I'm going to get this in tune. Well, whatever, you get the guitar in tune, what you want to do is pull from right here, the bottom of the string. You want to pull up from it and push it towards the headstock of the guitar. Because what that's going to do is take whatever remaining slack is at the end of the bridge right here. You want to push that, or rather pull it, so that it goes this way, so that there's less slack, and all that's the remainder slack is being sort of tied by the tuning peg itself. So right now, if we have some, listen to the best way to show you is to make you hear. Hear that note? So now if I pull, see it's going lower. It's going lower because it's removing that slack. Going lower. Alright, so let's leave that alone. High E string. Not as much slack. See? I just pulled it and it went lower. That's because there's slack in the guitar. Let's go to this. Ooh. So you went from an A to a G sharp because there was that much slack. Because you want as stable a tuning as possible. Then we got G. Just a little flat. Went to F sharp. So this is what it sounds like. So now let's now compare the sound between let me rephrase that. Let's now see what it sounds like with the acoustic bridge pins in. Or rather, let's now see what it sounds like with the brass acoustic bridge pins in. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the same songs. We're going to play If Only You Knew and Wicked for Days. So let's try this. Let's try it now with Wicked for Days. Interesting. So I gotta say, this is just initial opinion for me on this guitar. One thing I didn't consider was how different this guitar is to this guitar. Now, they look the same, but this guitar is a full-size guitar, whereas this is a GS Mini. It's a, I guess, like 3/4. If this was like a full-size guitar, this is a 3/4 size guitar. That affects, I guess, the sound. What the bridge pins, the original plastic bridge pins on this guitar, kind of were making it just sound whereas the brass bridge pins on this really brought out the clarity of the note and kind of made it resonate louder and brighter, especially in the mids. With this guitar, it was already loud. It was louder than that guitar, but I think the reason why they kind of went, or Taylor, why they went with plastic bridge pins for this guitar was to give it a little bit more low end. And they did that. In my opinion, though, in certain situations, and I have to hear how this is going to track when you record with it, in certain situations, you want that extra bass. But what the brass bridge pins just did were, they did take away some of the bass. They did take away some of the bass from this guitar, because I guess it's just because it doesn't have that much bass to begin with. But what it did do was amplify the hell out of the mids. I mean, like, it sounds a lot more throaty. Woo woo! I'm a fool. It sounds good. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it sounds really good. For me, the test always comes down to two things. A, how it feels in your hand, and B, how it's going to record. If you're going to use it for recording, because how it feels matters, how it feels matters when you're recording and when you're performing, but more so when you're performing. This was my go-to acoustic guitar for recording. So I need to see how it's going to sound, because in my ears it sounds pretty good, but I need to see how it's going to sound on record. So I have a lot of songs that I'm planning on using this for. But the thing that's really great about brass bridge pins is, like, it's another tool for your arsenal. It really does make a huge difference. It's not like a 5-10% difference. No, it's a pretty huge difference. I'd say at the very least like a 30 to 40% difference on your acoustic guitar sound. I can easily see myself needing these bridge pins back in the guitar for certain songs that maybe are a bit more sort of somber. But when I need like a pure like acoustic guitar tone, I mean, this is it. Got like a more of a jangle to it. What's another good song we could play? What's a good song we could play on this? All right, guys, let's take it to the next level. All right, let's take it to the next level. Request a song for me to play on this guitar, an acoustic song, no loops, just an acoustic song, and we're going to do that right now, all right? Let me make sure I didn't miss any of the comments here, because I love reading your comments. One tone higher also. Sounds louder. It does sound... It does... I don't know. I don't know if I'd say it sounds louder. I'd say, you know, I wouldn't say it sounds louder. I'd say it sounds clearer. That's the difference. I think the volume is more or less the same. It's just like if the EQ of the volume was like this is the bass, this is the treble. Or rather, I guess this is the bass, this is the treble. Before it was like this. There was a lot of bass, and the mids were and the treble was right there. Maybe even like scooped a little bit. But right now, what it kind of did was it kind of just did a little bit of that, where there's like a bit more mids, a bit more treble, and it's kind of like a W now. There's a bit more treble, a bit more mids, and a bit like the bass is kind of like not this. It's tamed back a little bit. So it's an interesting sound. And you know what? I think part of what I think gives it the illusion of being louder is that you could actually hear the juice, the flavor of the string. That's another thing I'm realizing right now as I'm playing this is the sustain. The sustain of the note is exponentially longer. Still going. Let me get a little closer to the mic. Maybe you'll hear it better. Hold on. That's interesting. That is interesting. It's interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely going to want to see what this track's like. I'm curious to find out. Okay, wait, let me go back to the... comments. Wonderwall. We could try Wonderwall. You make it look so easy, but it's not doing all that in the short space of time. That's very sweet of you, Tracy. It's not in tune at all. It wasn't. Much clearer sounding, more pleasant to hear. I'm glad you think so, Larry. It's clearer with more resonance. Yeah, I'd say so. I'd agree with that, Tracy. Yeah, the sound is legit better. Oh, I just skipped a lot of people's comments by accident. You can hear... Hold on. Wait, I just super, zoom scrolled past everybody's. I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. Sound is legit better. I know the sound is better than ever. I have special ears. Sorry. No, Ches. Ches, if you have a special ear, what do you think of the sound of the guitar? Can you hear the guitar better than I hear the rave? This is why some rappers wear grills in their teeth. Is that why some rappers wear grills? Certain shade of green, Incubus. I don't know that one. Sorry. Iris. That's a perfect song to try on the acoustic guitar. Chaz, you're right. We're going to do Iris. Sunshine of Your Love. For respect, new brass pins. Chaz just dabbed for the brass pins. Chaz, what do you think of the brass pins? Synchronicity 11. Hold on, Tracy. I said we're going to be playing on an acoustic guitar, so let's not go crazy here. That's not the easiest song. Let me tune this up again. Get this a little tighter. There we go. What is this? Did that? G string. B string. See that? See how much slack? It went from B. It went to B. Sorry, it went from B to A sharp. E. All right. Let us try Iris. Let's try Iris by Goo Goo Dolls. Chaz, this one's for you, bro. Gotta sip on some Granny's brew. Believe it or not, I've never played this. Put this down so it doesn't spill anywhere. Okay. Alright. Let's see how this sounds. Yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I doubt the world. Okay. High and Dry. Ooh, Chanel, that's so great. Nutshell. Chanel, you're killing it. I'm going to play those 3 songs. I'm going to play those 2 songs in a row. I love those songs. Still Loving You. Andrea, you're here. I thought you were at work. Great to see you. Thank you for joining us. You missed out on the guitar modification, but you're going to hear it. I'm going to play all 3 of these songs. Iris, High and Dry, Nutshell. You guys are fucking the best. Let's do this. All right, let's try... I've never played this, so let's see how this sounds. What is this? Hold on. More ads. Great. I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening to me, guys. I think my latent super mutant powers are being activated recently due to COVID-19. I'm burp man. I burp nonstop. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why, but let's get back to it. And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. Closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I could taste is this moment, and all I could breathe is your light. And sooner or later it's over. I just don't wanna miss you now. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think they'd understand when everything's meant to be broken. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming, or the moment of truth in your lies, when everything feels like the movies. Yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think they understand when everything's meant to be broken. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I fucked that up. Oh, that goes. Right. Understand when everything's meant to be broken. I just want you to know who I am. You get the idea. That's a great song. That was my first run on that ever. Woo! I gotta say, it's resonating. It's resonating. Yeah. He burping due to serial killer. Correction. I'm sorry, Chanel. Correction. I didn't have any serial killer today. That was yesterday. By the way, I put it in black and white yesterday because I thought it looked like maggots. And I thought that was cool. Like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let's be friends forever. What's a new lyric? Burp. Oh my god, wait, hold on. What's happening to me, guys? Is this what puberty is? Am I going through puberty? Let's see. Better than the other way? What's the other way? I think I'm gonna cry. Don't cry, Chaz. White Pony, Deftones cover. Ali. I like it. It's the 20th anniversary or 25th anniversary of White Pony, so request a song, Alejandro. I'll do it. Sober Tool, it's better sound. It does sound better, I agree. Wish You Were Here. Sungju. I like it. Wait, let's do the other ones, because we have High and Dry, and we have Nutshell. So let's try High and Dry, because Chanel, I gotta say, I love all these songs, but the thing about me is when I hear a song that I really love, I never even attempt to play it. Isn't that weird? Like, if I hear a song that I am crazy about, I just want to enjoy it. Because the moment I feel like I start picking it apart, it loses the magic in a little bit. Because then I get it. And once I get it and I learn about it, it doesn't affect me as much. I think. I don't know. I've never done it. That's why I've never learned any Guns N' Roses song. Guns N' Roses was what got me into the guitar, and I never learned. Except for my first song, which was... How'd it go? Sail woman, take it slow. It'll work itself out fine. All we need is just a little patience. Sail woman, take it down, and the lights turn above. You and I got what it takes to make it. You won't break it. I'll never break it, 'cause I can't take it. In college, that made the girls go crazy. I'm just saying. That's not why I learned it, though. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. High and Dry. Let's see if we can do this. That's interesting. All these ads are honestly killing me. So this is High and Dry by Radiohead. This guitar sounded fucking good. Like I was like kind of not on the fence, but I was like, oh, yeah, the bass is kind of gone. Like no, this sounds great. It's a lot more conducive to singing, which I need. So let's try this again. I've never played this, so please don't kill me. I have a lot of respect for Radiohead. 2 jumps in a week, no, 2 jumps in a week, I bet you. That's what it is. 2 jumps in a week, I bet you think it's pretty clever, don't you, boy? Flying on your motorcycle, watching all the good beneath you drive. Kill yourself for recognition, kill yourself to never, ever stop. You broke another mirror, you're turning into something you are not. Don't leave me high, don't leave me dry. sights for the pieces you've been ready to make love. They're the ones who hate you when you think you got the world all sussed out. Now they'll be the ones who spit at you. You will be the one who's screaming out. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. Don't leave me high. You've ever had. It's the best thing that you've ever had. The best thing that you had is gone away. So don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. Everybody, come on, sing with me. Don't leave me high. Let me hear you. Don't leave me dry. Harmonize if you can. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. One more time. This one's for you. Come on, let's hear it. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. Don't leave me high. Motherfucking brass acoustic Richmonds. I was like, it's okay. No. This is it. By the way, if you sang, and I kind of know who's saying right now, if you sang, thank you. I hope you had fun. That was good. That was a lot of fun. I'm never eating ice cream before another live stream again because I like singing for you guys. Provecho. Sure. What does that mean? Don't leave me high. Yes, everybody's typing it. I hope you're singing it as well. Singing and waking up the neighbors. That's what's up, Tracy. That's what's up. Super duper. Bought this one when it came out. Oh, the record. You can't do a cover for a Radiohead song with only the acoustic guitar since their music is so versatile and experimental. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right about that. They have a lot of different. They're not like a one instrument band. They have so many different elements within their music happening. Okay, we're gonna go into because Chanel plush. Oh, that's interesting. Change. Okay, we can do change. You know, I had like a looping station here where I can build loops and whatever, but like this sounds really good and I want to play it more. Let's do. I told you I was gonna do nutshell. No wait, that's rooster. Sorry. They found a way to kill me yet. How does it go? We chase Miss Pretty Line. Okay, I'm trying to remember how it went. that G and D come in. She's this pretty line. Faced up at the time. Yet I find she battle alone. No one to cry to, no place to go. Slow down. I keep fucking that up. My gift is raped. How'd that part go? Oh yeah. My gift of self is raped. Privacy is raped. Yet I find repeating in my head. If I can't be my own, I'd be better off dead. The electric guitar part on that is awesome. I did my best with that. I have to remind how that go. Like remind myself how that goes. That's my lane. RP lane. And there's best of time. Best of time. And then I cry, repeating in my head. If I can't be my own, better off dead. You get the idea. All right, what's going on in the comments? Yay, I made it. Janet Leong in the house. Hello, Kuala Lumpur. Holy cow, what time is it there? Janet, thank you for joining us. What time is it there? Well done, super duper. Thank you, Trace. I'm glad you liked it. You have a second camera angle on Instagram Live. John, that's between us. Yes, I do. But that's to let everybody on Instagram know to come here. Don't leave me high, don't leave me dry. That's right. Oh, crap. Okay. Singing and waking up the neighbors. We did that. Buskers do their song in the streets. That's right. Cocaine Blues. Don't know that one. Believe it or not. I'm sorry. I'm a wacko. Johnny Cash has a very low range. Hi, I'm Johnny Cash. I feel love. Let's see if we do Ring of Fire. You know what's my favorite cover of Ring of Fire? It's Adam Lambert's version. Let's do that right now. Because, I don't know, I remember Adam Lambert was the first guy in a long time to make me, like, care about American Idol. And his cover of this is unbelievable. And when, like, okay, this is also back in, like, 2008, when it wasn't, like, when being gay was still taboo, for whatever reason, and
he was doing a country song, and I think one of the judges there was Randy Travis, and he did his own spin on Ring of Fire, and he made it sound like very Middle Eastern and really super sexy, and I loved it. It's my favorite version of the song ever. Find it online. The way he performs it is incredible. But like everybody, like the guy who was like the country mentor, I think his name is Randy Travis or Lyle Lovett. Lyle Lovett, that was his name. Was it Lyle Lovett? I don't know who it was. It was one of those tall, skinny country guys. And he just looked at him like he just, said Jesus is nothing. Like he got insulted. He was not having it. He was not here for our gay boy Adam Lambert singing Johnny Cash in his way. And the judges were like kind of weirded out by it too. Like Simon, Paula, they were like, it was weird, but it was you. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He just killed it. He bodied that shit. Let's see. Ring of Fire. I've never sang this, and Adam Lambert's like one of the greatest male vocalists of all time. So this is gonna be interesting. See, but I don't think they have his version. Let's see. Hold on. Adam Lambert, Ring of Fire. Look it up. It's really great. Chords. Your boy just wants to play. Does anybody else have that one neighbor that just is always shooting fireworks randomly? It's not just me, right? Ugh, they don't really have the chords here, though. Oh, man. I really want to play Adam Lambert's version, but it doesn't seem like anybody chorded it out. Well, that's the video of the performance, but it's such a great version. It is. I really, really strongly recommend anybody who's watching this, when you get a chance, not right now, stay here with me. Stay here with me. When you get a chance, check out his version of Ring of Fire. It is fantastic. In the meantime, it's another. Since we're on Adam Lambert, let's do another Adam Lambert song. What was the song called? He did another cover on American Idol. He was killing it on American Idol. What was the song called? Let's see if I don't want to announce it and get people's hopes up if it's not even here. Yes, it is. Okay. This is one of my favorite songs. Don't know why I'm surviving every lonely day when there's gotta be no chance for me. Not my key. Don't know why. Don't know why. Don't know why I'm surviving every lonely day. Let's do that. When there's gotta be no chance for me. Don't know why I'm surviving every lonely day. When there's gotta be no chance for me. My life would end, and it doesn't matter how hard I try. My tears of joy are a waste of time. If I turn away, am I strong enough to see it through? Go crazy is all I do. If I can. That's not right. See, the tab got it wrong. It goes. Alright, so the chorus is supposed to be. Can't can't believe you're making me work here. Ultimate guitar. If let's do it back again. I want to do it because the transition is really, yeah. Let's do it from the top. I really love this song, and I like singing it, so bear with me, please. Don't know why I'm surviving every lonely day when there's gotta be no chance for me. Life would end, and it don't matter how hard I try. My tears of joy are a waste of time. If I turn away, am I strong enough to see it through? Go crazy is all I do. If I can't help you, I don't want nobody, baby. If I can't help you, if I can't help you, I don't want nobody, baby. Can't let go, and it doesn't matter how I try. I gave it all so easily to you, my love, to dreams that never will come true. My tears of joy are a waste of time. If I turn away, am I strong enough to see it through? Go crazy is all I do. If I can't have you, I don't want nobody, baby. If I can't have you, oh, if I can't have you, I don't want nobody, baby. If I can't have you, oh. Okay. Nobody requested that. That was me requesting that. All right, everybody's making friends in the comments section. Like, I really wish I could find that version of Ring of Fire by Adam Lambert. It's so fucking great. Ring of Fire. He did a great run. Poets of the Fall. You know, Annie, I think it was either you might have actually told me this, but oh wait, no, Annie, was it you who told me that your boyfriend thinks I sound like a mix of Incubus and Poets of the Fall? Because after I read that, I looked into Poets of the Fall. Tracy, I do not sound like Adam Lambert. He's incredible. It's 9:55 in Kuala Lumpur. The weather is beautiful here today. Oh, that's awesome. The weather's okay here in New York. Yeah. Hello, Annie from Qatar. Same Annie. He does Freddie Mercury most of the time now. Well, he's good at it. All apologies. We could do that. In the sun. Wait, you requested something else that I really liked. Sung Hoo. You requested. Hold on one sec. Sung Hoo requested something else that I thought was really good, and I can't remember what it was. That's why I'm scrolling up. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. Yes, yes, yes. Wish you were here. Oh yeah. We could do that. Chanel's like, my entire neighborhood has fireworks. I don't know why, but this year I feel the most annoyed by fireworks. It's crazy. Everybody has that one neighbor who will not stop shooting fireworks for no goddamn reason. Why? Why, friend? Why? Did you hear that? You couldn't time that any better. I am a delinquent for sure. When you live in a city and can't tell if it's fireworks or gunshots, hood problems. Oh no. Change. Oh, we could do change, yeah. Larry, you already know the struggle. But I actually can tell when it's fireworks and when it's gunshots. When my friends came home visit me, they get like, should I lay down on the floor? Oh man, that's rough. 25 years old and sometimes still get startled, but at least it's a nice sight at night. Yeah. Sucks for me when it wakes up the baby. My goddaughter. Anyway, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna do change, or we're gonna do? We did change last time. We should do. Let's try Pink Floyd. Let's try Wish You Were Here. How I wish you were here. We're just two something. Okay, confession. I never really listened to Pink Floyd. I know. Shoot me. A lot of people are like, you're playing. It sounds like David Gilmour. That just gave me more reason not to listen to him. I don't want to sound like anybody. Does that sound like it? All these ads can suck a nut. Let's try that again. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a coast to a well? Smile from a veil. Do you think you can tell? This is the first time I'm ever playing this. Did they get you to train heroes from ghosts? Is that right? Hot ashes for trees, hot air for cold river change. Did you exchange a walk-on part in the war for a lead role in the king? I don't know what I'm doing. Here we go. How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. What have we found? Same old fears. How I wish you were here.
insult Pink Floyd any more than I already have. Not a single soul. What are we talking about? I am so behind on these comments. Let me scroll up. Do you hear that? Somebody got shot, I think. Make a new song dissing the one neighbor that has fireworks. Oh, we could totally do that. Yes, it can be, but I kind of got used to it. Not a single soul. Arnold, she's my granddaughter. No one, not a single soul. Arnold, she's my granddaughter. Oh, not my granddaughter. She's my goddaughter. They are from my home. Not a single soul. Well, whatever. His kid will be born singing a fully... No! No. My kid will be normal and clean shaven and whatever babies are. Just normal baby stuff. She's not my granddaughter. I said goddaughter. And I'll claim them as godchildren. A beard. That's hilarious. And here comes the burp. I don't know. We'll see about the burp. Okay. So, in a nutshell, see what I did there, Chanel? In a nutshell, I think... just got an email. In a nutshell, I think that the brass bridge pins, what they do for this guitar, they make it more singer friendly. They make it easier for me to actually sort of like kind of connect with the guitar, believe it or not, because it resonates more. I feel the resonance in the body. I just feel it resonate, and that makes me kind of get more in tune with the song, which is great. And not to say that, like, again, these bridge pins were pretty good. Taylor's bridge pins were pretty good too. The only thing about them that was just a little off was that the bass response was a little too high for my opinion, for my taste. The bridge, the Taylor-made bridge pins were very bassy, but that's not bad because like a guitar like this, that might actually help. That might actually work. It's great for chord playing stuff. I wonder what about... Sounds interesting. Rave, what? Damn, Rave, they aged you fast, huh? Yeah, I'm a granddad. Godchildren are blessings. Yeah. What about a mix of both plastic and bridge pins? Ooh, John, that's a great idea. By the way, my age is 69 for those wondering. But that's a great idea. John's like, what about a mix of both plastic and brass? Plastic on the brass strings, brass on the high strings. What I would do, honestly, is probably, John, this is interesting now. What I would do is probably leave brass for the bass, and then probably do plastic. Are we gonna experiment or what? Let's try that. Let's see what this, Okay, wait. So, John, you got me excited now, because now the mad scientist stuff is turning. I feel like when I do fingerstyle, like it could use more oomph. So, John, you sick fuck! Now I gotta do this. I wasn't planning on doing this, by the way, guys. We're totally off script right now. But I want to put in the plastic. I want to put back in the plastic pins for the E
B, and G, and see if that makes any difference in the sound. Because now I'm curious. Because John, I love how you're thinking right now. I love how you are thinking. My goddaughter is lucky to be under your guardianship. For now. JK forever. Well, you know, until she becomes an adult herself. Then she'll take care of you. We're getting weird here. That's what we do. Alright, let's try this right now. Oh! Okay. Don't know why I'm surviving every lonely day. Ba-da-da. Oh, yeah! Okay, wait, hold on. Let me put this back in here. This is gonna be interesting. 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 This is gonna be interesting, and it's really fun. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. 10 points for anybody who guesses where that's from. Okay. A lot of Botox. He's really 60. This is why he's so good at the guitar. It's not Botox. It's the blood of virgins. Innocent virgins from Alaska. Okay. All right, we're good. Let's tune this up. By the way, you're all welcome to the gun show. JK. It's just really hot. That's only why. There's the only reason why I'm doing this. Let's tune this up, and let's see if my friend John was on one right now, because I'm curious. Boy, I really detuned the hell out of this, huh? Oop. Okay. Okay. We got the G string here. Ah, you could already hear some of that muffly bassiness. Let's Hazard. Alright. Sorry for not talking. I'm just really into this right now. Here we go. So now what we did here is something interesting. I'm going to see how this is going to sound. We have the brass pins on the lower 3 strings, and then we have the old plastic pins on the higher 3 strings. Let's see what this is going to sound like. Okay. Interesting. Let's see what it says. Still muffled. Ah. Interesting. Interesting. It's interesting. I see some craziness happening in the comments. I'm gonna get there in a minute, but I'm kind of focused. Hold on. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna do one thing. One thing I need to do right now is compare the sound of the higher notes. Compare the sound of the higher notes, these strings, with the different bridge pins. And the best way I could do that right now is with the song that I haven't released yet. So you guys are gonna get a sneak peek on this song right now. So here we go. Oh. Excuse me. Okay. Start with the pick. Okay, we got it. I'm sorry, guys. I really didn't mean to have this hijack Quarantine Night Live, but this is an interesting idea that John gave me, and I just want to try going back to brass and seeing if that makes a difference. Because like the muffliness of the string is what's kind of getting to me here. Unless it's just me. Which it might be, so let's just put the brass pins back in, and then I'm gonna go see what you savages wrote in the comments. I see some activity happening there. It's a hotbed of activity. Wonder how many of y'all are gonna get arrested. JK. Rowling. Oops. Okay. Then we do the B string. Put that in, and we're gonna check rather the sound. I'm gonna check the sound again with the same song, that unreleased bit of music that you just heard. Oh. And there we go. I love how I'm doing it faster now. Let's tune this back up. And then we'll check out the level of clarity, bass response, everything. Precisely, Tracy. I can't wait to get into these comments and see what you guys are writing.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay. Ouch. Ah! Oh man, this is really eating through my fingers. I've got blisters on my fingers. Alright, let's hear this now. Yeah, it's brass pins all the way. It's too clear. Yeah, I think it's brass pins. John, that was a great idea. Thank you for the detour. It was a creative stroke of genius, honestly. Maybe, I mean, if anything, if we really want to get crazy, we could probably do it just for this one. You know what I mean? Just for the E string, we could probably just put in a plastic bridge pin, but then we kind of lose the clarity. Anyway, guys, there you have it. That's acoustic bridge pins. There you have it. That's what acoustic bridge pins. Sorry, that's what brass acoustic bridge pins sound on a guitar. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. I'm definitely gonna leave these in here, and yeah, the clarity. It really is. I mean, like, these aren't bad. The bass response. My conclusion, I guess, if you want to put it that way, is the bass response on with plastic or whatever these are made of are superior. It is better and bassier, but the price of that is like this muffled sound. This muffled sound that it sounds like this. It sounds like literally you're playing with somebody muffling your guitar, whereas with the brass bridge pins, it sounds clean and clear, HD almost. So you're sacrificing a little bit of the bass, a little bit, but not enough to make me want to go back. So these are probably staying in. And they're also in my other guitar. They're kind of like big brother, brother and sister. So this is, like, if I were to make a video, that would be the thumbnail. But yeah, brass bridge pins. Brass bridge pins. Check it out. If you're a player, go to futone.com, and check them out. They really do make a difference, a big, significant difference. That's it for that. Mwah. Thank you, baby. Now, let me see what you heathens have been writing in the comments section. I've seen some craziness happening here. Let's see. What about the mix of both plastic and brass pin? But that's where we left off. I am laughing so hard at what? I missed it. I'm sorry. 69, huh? Naughty grandpa. I guess that does technically make me a grandpa. I am a senior citizen. Are plastic strings ever good? It's not the strings that were plastic. It was the pins that held the string that were plastic. Franken-tarist, pretty much. I'll smoke a joint out of respect for John. John appreciates it. Mucho malo. My ego has been raised. A lot of Botox. Yes, that's right. I was wondering how to donate money. How to donate money? I'll have a donate link. Actually,
I do have a donate link thing. If you guys want to donate money, I do it through what's it called? I think it's called. Hold on, I'll show you right now. It's called what was that thing called? Stream. I think it was called streamlabs.com/. I feel weird asking people to donate for anything, but for anybody who wants to donate, that's the link right there. That's the donation link. I just posted it into the comments. I'll probably post it in the what's it called? The here, hold on. Into the description. Watch this, watch this. On the fly. Because I'm a G like that. I'm a G. I'm a savage. Oh wait, that's not it. It's I'm a bitch. I'm a boss. I'm a bitch. I'm a boss. I'm a shine like gloss. I'm a bitch. I'm a boss. That's a fire song. I'm a bitch. I'm a boss. I'm a shine like gloss. Oops. And cursors. Okay, there we go. So in the description, it's the first thing you'll see there. And what am I doing? Okay. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Okay, so yeah, it's in the description. And can I do this? Hold on. Okay. So to anybody who wants to donate, I'd appreciate it. The link is in the description as well as the chat. I always feel weird about asking people for money, but there it is. Now let's see, what else were we talking about? Wow, there's a lot to catch up on here. Let's see. Is the rave exposed party that I'm not knowing? The rave exposed party. Listen, you can bet your ass off if there's a party, I will be exposed. How about that? He bathes in goat milk after every stream. Not goat milk. No. I'm keeping this PG-13, so I won't say what kind of milk, but you're half right. It gets better and better. A naughty Grandpa Dracula. Kinda. My guy's been raised a lot of... You guys are pretty funny. Dracula Larry. Lottie. He discovered the fountain of youth. He just doesn't want to share where it is with anyone. I told you what it is, man. Blood of Alaskan virgins. That's it. Now, how to apply that I won't tell you. I had to go through months of rigorous training from a master I don't speak to anymore, but that's another story. Yes, he has a portrait in the attic. Ah, I do. I have quite a few, actually, but can you guess who it is a portrait of? I don't know if you could see. Let's see if I do this. Hold on. Can you see who that is? Can you see that? Can you see who that's a portrait of? I mean, it's pretty clear, I think. That's all you get. I've got a few portraits. It's of my boy, my homie. Let's see what else we got. All I Want by Codaline. Oh, that's a good song. We could do that. I did put the acoustic guitar away. But we'll see. He is a Scorpio, but he says he's a Libra. Tracy, let me clear this up. I am a Scorpio Libra, or a Libra Scorpio. So I was born on October 23rd, and that day is the day Libra becomes a Scorpio. So when I was born, the sun was still in Libra, but it was transitioning to Scorpio. And that is why I believe it is my rising, is Scorpio. So there you have it. Yeah, what if instead of plastic you use bone pegs with brass pins? That's a brilliant idea, John. I'm fucking loving these ideas. Bone pegs are really great. I've played some that just blow my mind because they have actually unsacrificed bass response. And not to say that this has like the brass pins have sacrificed bass response. I don't think they do. It's just compared to pins, it's a little evident how there's a little less. But it's nothing that'll make me like, just the HD quality that it brings out of your string is enough for me to keep going with it. So I don't think I'm going to go back to plastic quite yet, but bone is definitely something to look into for sure. I played I don't really want to talk about this because it kind of breaks my heart, but the best acoustic guitar I ever played, I kind of chickened out on buying it, and it had bone as the brass pin. Like, it makes me sad thinking about it, so It was actually really recent. I don't want to talk about it. Yes. He's a Scorpio. They are a unique bunch. Libra Scorpio. Scorpio Libra. But yeah. The higher notes sound a little bit smooth and soft. Smooth, yes. Soft, yeah. Muffled. That's what I use to describe it. Your Scorpios are freaky people. Ain't that the truth? I think it's a compliment for different things you sing along. Yeah. Yes, that is correct. Chanel's a Taurus. You know, I don't know what any of the other astrology signs mean for anything but Scorpio or Libra. And yeah. He oozes scorpionic energy. That is because my rising. Yeah. Nah, keep leaking those new songs. Libra. Chaz, I'm with you. Libras are very creative from what I understand, so there you go. I apologize for distracting the rave. I'm a Pisces. I don't know what that means. Like, what when a person says they're a Pisces or Sag. Actually, I heard, like, Sag is supposed to be, like, flirty, I think. And Aries are supposed to be, like, Rams. They're supposed to be, like, hard-headed. I don't know if that's true. Jeanette Leon, Greta Thunberg. How dare you? When you say that, you have to do the eye thing that she does. How dare you? Taurans love the pleasures in life. I bet. The rave brings lots of pleasures to everybody. I'm not a Taurus, though. In this household, we love a man with talent, long hair, a beard, custom guitar named Stella. That's on period. That made my day. Are you a scientist, Annie? Now they are eccentric. No matter what the hell's going on in these chats. My goodness. Cabin crew. No, Tracy. I think you deserve some tips, Rave, for your hard work and entertainment. I appreciate that. Thank you. We exposing the rave? Bet. Jimi Hendrix. That's right. Tracy got it. It's Jimi Hendrix. It's Jimi Hendrix that I have 2 pictures of back there. Not Steven Tyler, though. Sorry, Steph. Best of both on the cusp. None of the worst aspects. That's funny. Greta is fierce. There you go. I caught up. You're right, John. I caught up. All right. What else we got to do? Oh. I know what I want to talk about. See, there is a plan here. I have a list of things I want to talk about and all those things. So we did a lot of songs. So recently, and I'm sure you guys recall, not recently actually, it was like end of last year. Tauruses are described as romantically passionate and sometimes stubborn. Good to know. I have my moon in Libra. Okay. What is my moon in? I forgot what my moon is in. Anyway, so I'm going to change the vibe of the conversation right now a little bit. And it's going to go a little, I don't want to say dark, but a little sad. So late last year, December-ish, or no, November, I told you guys that I had a family member who killed themselves. They committed suicide. And I told you that 2020 is going to be the year that I really focus on raising awareness for suicide prevention and doing what I can to, I guess, fight that. Because, like, the thing that I'll never forget, when I posted that video in December, I remember it was December because it was right before the new year. It was right before 2020 kicked in. And I was like, I don't know if I filmed that video in November and I didn't release it, didn't want to. Didn't know how it would be received. Didn't want to start any drama with anybody. But then I released it. And the thing that blew me away was how many people reached out to me and they spoke to me about suicide in their families or in their friend circles and even attempts that they made. I had a lot of people reach out to me. A lot more people than I ever thought would on a video of that topic. And a lot of them reached out to me saying how they either thought about committing suicide, they attempted and failed, they are planning it, they have gone through it either from a family member who killed themselves or a friend who killed themselves. And it just blew me away, the number of people, the sheer amount of people who hit me up saying that this is something that's occurred in their lives. I never am, and I guess, knock on wood, may we all be so fortunate, like, I never came across anything like heavy like that in my life. I didn't know many people who had to go through that. And so it was very tough. It was very tough to sort of wrap my head around the fact that there's this thing that's been in our society that I wasn't really aware of, and that it affected a lot of people. A lot of people. So that blew me away. And it made no sense to me because it was something that, I don't know if it's preventable, but I think it's certainly worth the attempt. And one of the things I talked about in one of my earlier Quarantine Night Lives is I told you the guys that the point of life, the purpose of life, is to live as long as you can without giving into apathy. And apathy is the moment where you just give up, right? You need to have something, you need to have a worthwhile burden that you carry, or you need to have something that you're fighting for or fighting against. And people who commit suicide, I feel, have given into apathy because they feel it's the best option. They feel they have no other way out. And there's a multitude of factors. But that doesn't mean that even though they feel that way, that we should let them. And again, one of the things I've learned from talking to people, again, after I released that video, is a lot of people were like, hey, not a lot of people, but like one or two, told me, I appreciate what you're doing, but I also think it's kind of fucked up that you're telling people that they shouldn't commit suicide. And they told me about their lives and how difficult it is for them to continue living for whatever reason, whether they have health issues or just their situation in life isn't conducive to creating happiness in their lives. And then I don't want to get into specifics because that's their business. And I guess when they were speaking to me about it, they confided in me, and I'd like to respect that. But a lot of them were telling me, like, it's a person's choice. They should be able to choose whatever they want. And I get that. I really do. But I still believe what I believe. I still believe it affects more people than just the person who takes their own life. It affects their family and friends, and I don't want to say it's selfish. That's not the right word, but see, it's weird to say, but I don't want to say it can be prevented or it should be prevented. I don't want to say that because nothing is black and white like that. But the people who are going through that deserve to know that they are loved. And one of the things actually that I watched, hold on one second, I need to charge my phone. One of the things I watched recently was this show called 13 Reasons Why. Have you guys watched it? It's on Netflix. It's basically this show about this girl who kills herself. And she does so because nobody, she was kind of like doing it because nobody seemed to care, or at least in her opinion, from what she saw, nobody was caring about what she was doing in her life, and et cetera, et cetera. She felt, or it felt to her, as though nobody really was trying. Am I doing this right? Hold on. Nobody was trying to reach out to her. And I never want to... That show's problematic because the character herself... That show's problematic. I'll put it that way. But there were some valid points there. And overall, the first season is not a worthwhile watch. I can't really say it's a good show, but it's certainly an interesting show. The actors there were phenomenal. The writing was a bit weird, but whatever. But one of the things it showed was that, like, in this particular situation, in that particular show, there was a girl who was, like, looking for anybody, for somebody to just give her a reason to be alive, to live, and to continue living. And she didn't get that. And she had 13 people who, in her life, well, I think it was like 12 or 10, who let her down. And she had 13 reasons to kill herself and not enough reasons to continue. So I think we, as people who know people who are going through this, or who feel that people might be going through this, or let me put it this way. I feel that we, as people who aren't going through that, kind of have not a responsibility, but we should be sensitive to the fact that there are people who are going through this, and that we can help. We can do something. That's a long way for me to go about saying essentially that for the longest time, since the beginning of the year, I've been looking for charities, nonprofits, foundations that I can somehow team up with and collaborate with. Because obviously, look, I mean, I'm just one man. And,
suicide, depression, self-loathing. These are issues much bigger than me, obviously. So I would need help, and I could use help. But I've been looking into different charities and nonprofits that I could work with, and I think I found the one that I'm gonna work with. It depends on what they say. So things are looking good, and especially now with everything that's going on with like the corona thing and quarantine, and everybody being in isolation, right? That affects people's mental health because they can't go outside, they can't see their friends, their families, and when you can't see people that you love, it affects your mental health. That's what we are as human beings. Are social creatures, and if we're social creatures, we have to see our friends, our families, our loved ones. We have to be near them. That's what makes us feel great. So when we can't do that, that starts to wear on us and tear on us. So I think, what was that? I think right now, especially again with the quarantine and us not really necessarily knowing what the situation is or will be with COVID moving forward, a lot of people are a lot of people are out of jobs, right? A lot of people are joining the Black Lives Matter movement, as they should, and kind of risking their lives by going on these protests because they are exposing themselves. So I mean, like, and if you get sick, that's another thing to get, to play on your mental health. But point being that staying indoors under quarantine for 3 months, that could not have been healthy. And people sometimes are in abusive households, abusive relationships, you name it. Long story short, I think now more than ever, right now more than ever, we need to focus our efforts to help people as best as we can who are going through tough times like that. And so, like I said, I'm not going to name what the charity. There's 2 charities I'm down to. They're nonprofits, actually. They're not charities. That I'm looking into working with. But if there is a nonprofit or charity that you are aware of that I might not be aware of, please let me know, because again, I am looking for any kind of organization that I could collaborate with on spreading the word, spreading the message, helping as many people as possible. If you have any information that I should be aware of, please let me know. You know how to contact me. You know how to get a hold of me. And yeah, that's still a goal. I didn't say that just as a flex. That is legit something that I'm planning on doing. And it looks like we're moving that way. So that's the news on that. Let's see what is happening in the comments. Yeah, sometimes the people don't know. Pisces are very independent. We're still talking about Pisces. I only dealt with that, and it was a learning moment for me. That's sad. You understand what yeah, we're talking about some deep stuff in the comments. Yeah. Tracy, I'm sorry that that's really sad stuff. Yeah, Chanel, that's good. That's good. Be safe. Do not risk anything. Yeah. Well, just wanted to give an update on that. That is still something that's in the back of my mind, and that's still something that we're going to be doing later on. Keep that in mind. Am I still frozen? No. Okay, good. All right, so let's pick things back up again. If anybody has a song request that they'd like to hear, let's do it right now. Let's do that right now. And I'll make a loop. Under Pressure. Play some Miguel, because that's your fave. I could. What's a good Miguel song we could play? How do the chords go? Okay. Alright, Chanel, if you want me to play Miguel. Let's see, I just don't remember. Oh, I used to. Shit! Why do I suck sometimes? Gosh, I used to know all... Nah. Okay, let's try this. I'm just gonna wing this over here. Something by Louis Capaldi. Guys, remember that our support group is on Discord and always. Yes, that's true. Thank you for reminding me, Laurie. We do have a Discord. It's a support group. It's a support network of just cool people, chill people, just being friends. That's it. Listen to people who need somebody to have listen to them. We do meme stuff. We share memes. We share music. I'm actually planning on doing a movie night. I just still have to figure out the technicalities behind that, but that's something that we're definitely planning. But yes, the support group is for sure something that's really awesome. I should probably link that in as well. If somebody in the chat can link, actually wait, it requires an invite, so I'll put that in later. But yeah, I think you can invite people. I think you guys can invite people in the Discord. But yeah. We're there for you as best as we could do. What I'm going to do now is play some Miguel. All right, we're going to try this out right now. And maybe these lips, you know the song. Maybe these lips can't wait to taste yours, yeah, baby. Your love. Maybe these. Let me get a good key. Maybe these lips. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. That's right, we're doing Miguel. I'm just trying to figure out what the... Okay, let's do Miguel. Let's start it off with start off with the drums, I guess. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hope that's on time. Let's find out. No, it's not. Alright, let's try that again. Here we go. It's okay. That's not the right chord. I did it wrong. Maybe these lips can't wait to taste your skin. You know, fuck it. I'm just gonna play it. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I'm totally going off the dome here. Baby, these lips can't wait to taste your skin. I think I'm doing the right chord. These lips. Full. Okay, we could do the bass again. Okay, let's try this again. No, that was off time. Let's try that again. Yeah. Find the lyrics real quick, Doran. Baby, maybe these lips can't wait to taste your skin. Baby, and these eyes can't wait to see your grin. Baby, just let my love, just let my love adore you. Yeah, baby, you gotta know that I adore you, baby. Baby, these fists, yeah, will always protect you, baby. And this, I'll never neglect you. And never try Don't you let them tell you no different, baby. You know I adore you, yeah, baby. Then they have the bridge. Oh yeah, same way that the stars roam the sky, yeah. Could we do that with the same chords? Let's see if we can do that with the same progression without changing. Oh yeah, same way that the stars roam the sky, yeah. Nah, not really, not really. Loving it, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Just let my love, ooh, baby, let it dress you down. You got to know, baby, oh, you gotta know I adore you. This is like a bastardized version of the song, anyway. Anyway, do I know Ichika Nito? Yes, I do. He's fantastic. Glad to see you're on YouTube now. Link TV has everything with the channel going. By the way, we chatted on IG with regards to streaming about a month ago. Not sure if you remember. I do not remember you. No. DM me. I don't recall. Tracy Laurie Hearts. Yes. Laurie, I'm sorry. I didn't do that song justice. Laurie and Steph, the matriarchs, much younger than me. Unlike the rave, my secret is not virginal blood. It is coconut oil. That is true. Laurie is like the coconut oil queen. For real. She got me on that coconut oil. Actually, to be honest, quite a few people were like, just buy coconut oil. I'm like, but what about argan oil? What about XYZ? My first experience with coconut oil was not pleasant because the first time I tried it, I did it from the roots down, which is apparently not the way you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to do it from down up and not even touch the roots anyway. But like and subscribe on the video if you haven't already, and the donation link is in the description. What's another good loop we could do? I did that one John Mayer thing. Actually, let me see if I can hold on. I want to get the effect right. Where is? I think it's supposed to be boom. Am I doing this right? Mod. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Okay. So we're gonna loop my favorite John Mayer song, because I really fucking love this song. How many drinks would it take to do the Rave's Hair Chronicles? I think we're almost at the end of the Rave's Hair Chronicles, because actually, let me show you. Let me show you how the coconut has been working. Yep, it's all natural. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. But yeah, I mean, as you could see, there's a lot less frizziness. It's still there. It's still there. But it's not as, what's it called? It's not as frizzy as it once was. But anyway, you're going to do Queen, I guess. I'm not going to do Queen. No. I'm going to do this song, and you guys can guess what it is. Oh, I forgot how to do this. I love how I forget things. It's always the best. let's try this. The timing on that was a little... No, the timing works. No, it doesn't. Let's get that a little better. Can you hear it? Does this sound good, by the way? Should I make it a little louder? Let me know. I am, Laurie. I am learning to be patient. Thank you. No. Let's try this again. 3, 4, 1, 2, ready, and. Hope I did that right. No. Let's try that again. That was weird. So we get this guy. Any guesses? No, I'm not the man I used to be lately. You see, you met me at an interesting time, and if my past is any sign of your future, you should be warm before I let you inside. Hold on to whatever whatever will get you through. Hold on to whatever will get, baby. Say, I don't trust myself loving you, yeah. I will beg my way into your garden, and then I'll beg my way out when it rains, just to get back to the place where I started. I can want you back over again. I don't really understand. Hold on to whatever you got, baby. Hold on to whatever will get you. Hold on to whatever will get, baby. I don't trust myself with loving you. And then, what's the other part? How does the other part go? Who do you love? Who do you love? Girl, I see through your love. Who do you love? Me or the thought of me? Me or the thought of me? And then a guitar solo. 1, 2, 3, and Houston Hill! This one's for you, buddy. Let's try that again. This is like the greatest song to jam onto because you can go on all day. I don't trust myself with loving you. I don't trust myself with loving you. Houston, you love the Strat too, huh? Watch this, watch this. Yeah. This is my first guitar ever, and it sounds better than almost every Strat I've played. You have a Strat that sounds better, and you know the one I'm talking about. Do you love? Girl, I see through. Do you love? Ooh, do you love me? Or the thought of me? Me or the thought of me? Let's try that solo one more time. It's always ahead. Hold on to wherever will get you through. Hold on to whatever you got, baby. I could play this forever. It's like such a slinky song. I appreciate that, Houston. I love you, bro. Chanel, I love you too. I love all of you. You know what? I fucking love each and every one of you. Yeah. I love each and every one of you. I love each and every one of you. Whoa. Let's try that again. If only you knew Leandra, let me see if I could fit If Only You Knew on this. How'd it go? Would it be alright if I stayed alone with you? Rest your lips. I would beg for this. Silhouette mistress, you know that I tried. You, just to have in a heart. How did verse 2 go? I forgot my own song. Oh, wait. As a song? No, it's not. As a song, as a song fade. And everything takes on a new shape. So lost and I read my dreams through the darkness that you held me through. Houston is a great producer. He and I worked on some songs. They're gonna come soon. I am, I'm sorry. You're right, Chanel, you're right. Ooh. Let's try that again. Woo! I want to go back to that lick again. That was so sick. Let's try that. I don't trust myself with loving you. I don't trust myself with loving you. I don't trust myself with loving you. Da 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 I'll never stop. I gotta stop, right? I mean... If I don't stop, then I'll never stop. I'm sorry. Was that as good for you as it was for me? Because, let me tell you, boy. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Oh, gee. Oh, God. We've been streaming for 3 hours. Sounds about right. Damn. Props to you guys for sticking around for 3 hours. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Yeah. So, oh, okay. So I know what I want to talk about now. There's another thing I wanted to talk about, and then we'll call it a day, because I know you guys can go on forever, and you know I can go on forever, so the party's got to stop to make the next time a little sweeter, you know what I mean? How's my hair look? Yeah, that's alright, whatever. So one of the things I did recently, and I mentioned this, was I read some of the writings of Eckhart Tolle, and he's this kind of like a New Age philosopher kind of fellow, and he talks about some really cool stuff, and I hope those barbecue chips are delicious, Chanel. They sound... I'm more of a ketchup chips kind of guy. That's my favorite chip. But if we're talking chips, you'll be hard-pressed to find a ketchup chip that has enough of that ketchup sprinkles on it. Usually, for ketchup chips,
Oh man, my mouth is salivating just thinking about it. Wow. Usually for ketchup chips, they don't like all the ketchup dust settles to the bottom and comes off the chip, and it's the worst. And you have to like scoop it up and get on there. But ketchup chips, when it's like perfectly distributed, the best. Excuse me. What I want to say. Eckhart Tolle, modern day philosopher. One of the things I read, basically, that he, I don't know if he created it, but he was basically, and thank you, Houston, I'm glad you liked it. Thank you, everybody. I'm glad you all vibed with me on that song for as long as I was self-indulgently jamming to it. Honey butter chips, I've never even heard of those, but they sound delicious. How much did I lose? Felipe, I don't know what you're talking about. Did I miss a conversation? What did I just say? You guys are too sweet. I fucking love you all. Anyway, there's that neighbor with the fireworks. Eckhart Tolle. Let me stay on topic. Eckhart Tolle, philosopher, I guess, guru. He spoke about something that really resonated with me, and I want to leave it with you guys before we end tonight. Karma. What is karma? Right. We have the saying in the English-speaking world anyway, karma is a bitch. What does that mean? Well, a lot of people in America, in American culture, or Western influenced culture, believe that karma is your just desserts. You get what you give. And so let's say if you slap somebody across the face, somewhere down the line, somebody's going to smack you or do something along those lines to you as well, because that's karma. Well, according to Eckhart Tolle, that's not necessarily the case. That's not necessarily true. So what karma is, and this blew my mind, and I'm only going to touch on it briefly because I really think anybody who's really interested in it, it'll do you it'll do you good to just look this up yourself and read it yourself, because then it'll be more impactful. But in a nutshell, that's not what karma is. What karma is the sort of mindset. Karma, at the end of the day, karma is your action. Karma is action, right? So how do we process that how did that karma, the word meaning action, how did it get translated incorrectly? How did it get so I'm so gassy. I was about to burp, but I held it back because I'm not burping anymore. That was so weird. How did it get so mistranslated? Oh, I don't know where the translation got switched up, but what karma is supposed to be is action. One of the ways why or how it could have possibly been mistranslated is in the way that people kind of misinterpreted or misunderstood the meaning behind the term action with regards to karma. So, for example, in that same example that I was talking to you about with regards to the person who just walks up to somebody and smacks them, karma doesn't dictate that because they smacked somebody, that somebody else down the line is going to either smack them or they are about to get smacked somewhere down the line or something along those lines. That's not what karma is about. What karma more or less is saying is that, how do I put this? It's your actions. Karma is your actions. So a person who is likely to smack somebody randomly, is likely the type of person to engage in that kind of behavior. And essentially, you bring into your life the kind of energy you put out. Action. That's what karma really means. Karma is your actions attracting and eventually reflecting back onto you what you reflect onto the world and society. So karma at the end of the day is just the answer, or the idea or the concept of being mindful of your actions, such that if you continue down a line of activity that isn't necessarily conducive to what you want out of life, then you are going to attract more of that. So if you're, case in point, let me use myself as an example. During the quarantine, I told you all know this, that I wasn't as productive as I would have liked to have been, right? And because I was telling myself that, And because I was engaging in activity that was perpetuating that belief and perpetuating that idea, I was falling into a feedback loop of action, of karma, of continuing that energy. And I was riding that energy. And I was riding that action, which perpetuated that energy. Because I was saying, well, I'm being unproductive, instead of doing something about it and changing my action, I was keeping my karma more or less the same, which was not productive. Whereas to actively go out of my way to change my karma, I must take action. And it all starts with your mentality. So, and then there's a whole other sort of a reading and a psyche on how to go about doing that. And it's really cool stuff. I strongly suggest it to anybody who wants to sort of take control of their lives, and sort of call yourself out on your own bullshit. I needed it. I need it, and I imagine there's somebody else who might as well. But that's it. That's all I really have to say about that. It's just the true meaning of karma is not what I do to you is going to happen to me again. It's what I do to you, I'm likely going to do to somebody else, and then I'm going to do to somebody else, and then I'm going to do to somebody else. And that constant routine of action is going to bring back the same energy to me eventually. And in that same energy, it's all essentially just, it's like a statistics probability thing. It's a mindset thing, but it's the statistics and probability of your mindset and how you act that way. So that's something to keep in mind. Yes. Karma. All right. Boys and girls, I know that we're still viewing strong, but I don't want to keep you guys. It's a Saturday night. We had some fun on this Quarantine Night Live, and this was a fun time. It was a fun night, and just like we always do, with the, we gotta call it an end. You know, you can't overstay your welcome. You gotta go out on top, and I've had a great time with you guys, and just like in other shows that are live on Saturday night, we have an outro song too. Hold on. This is where everybody says thank you. And everybody says good night. I'd like to thank the host, the Rave, for being such a wonderful host. Thank you to our musical guest, the Rave. Thank you to the wonderful comments. We have Laurie, Janet, Andrea, Chanel, Houston Hill, thank you. America, South America, Brazil, Asia, Planet Earth, Milky Way Galaxy, thank you. God bless the USA. John, thank you for your interesting suggestions. Thank you. Oh, of course. Thank you to FU Tone for the bridge pins. I mean, come on. Doesn't get any better than those. Oh, crap. Hope I didn't break it. Thank you, guys. This has been a dream come true. Yes. Oh, man, you guys are doing some good. Okay, I can't read that. We got to end it. This is the ending energy, all right? So, thank you, guys. I'll play us out. I'm not gonna play this out. This is gonna be too much. I love you guys. You're all the best. Thank you so much. Listen. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing Meditate with Me live on Instagram Live, and then next Saturday, same time, same station. We'll be hanging out here again. We'll have some more songs. We'll have some more time, and I will see you all. Thank you. Good night. Am I doing this right? Oh, that's my hand.